The representation of LGBT people in the media has expanded exponentially over the last 20 years. This is seen by many to have been a catalyst for broader cultural shifts towards the acceptance of LGBT people. Both of these phenomena are certainly occurring, and there is no doubt that one has something to do with the other. However, the quantity of representation is less important than the quality of representation. The presence of a gay character does not itself challenge homophobia. Will and Grace is often considered to be the apex of this cultural shift towards gay acceptance. As the first major network sitcom with a gay title character, it may have earned some of this prestige. But for 8 years on the air, Will and Grace portrayed a carefully constructed narrative of homosexuality that was as least threatening as possible to the assumed heterosexual general viewing public. By grounding its portrayal of gay men in a white upper-middle-class Manhattan setting, it incorporates gay characters by reinforcing hegemonic power structures. The gay male lead is not portrayed as having the same sexual life that the female lead is. In fact, even his eventual romantic interest, only after public backlash for lack thereof for season after season, is portrayed as a relationship of male bonding rather than romantic or sexual attraction. The pairing of a gay male character with a straight female character represented a typical pop cultural trope of the time, and allows gay characters to help reinforce heterosexism, society's privileging of heterosexuality. The verse text I will be using in my essay is called Gay Characters in Conventional Spaces, Will and Grace in the Situational Comedy Genre by Kathleen Battles and Wendy Hilton Morrow, published in Critical Studies in Mass Communication. The article analyzes the way Will and Grace portrays homosexuality, particularly in relation to its form as a sitcom. The show relies on the established conventions of situational comedy and its focus on interpersonal relationships. However, the isolated focus on interpersonal relationships depoliticizes gay life and portrays gay people as living in a vacuum devoid of homophobia or hegemonic power relations. It also risks further stigmatizing gay people on its own through the often subtly homophobic nature of some of its humor. Additionally, I will be using an article called Producing Containment, the Rhetorical Construction of Difference in Will and Grace by Danielle Mitchell, published in the Journal of Popular Culture. Will and Grace is a site of contention and contradiction. The narrative is rhetorically constructed through a rejection of politics and an embrace of humor. The creators and writers of Will and Grace always acknowledge and advertise the apolitical nature of the show, even saying that it was not a gay show, but a show about a relationship between a man and a woman. The objective of the show was to acknowledge the other enough so that they feel accepted, while also portraying an image of homosexuality to heterosexual Americans that reinforces heterosexism. The show also often relied on racist, sexist, and classist tropes for its humor. Finally, I will be using Reinventing Privilege, the New Gay Man in Contemporary Popular Media by Ellen A. Shugart, published in Critical Studies in Mass Communication. The text analyzes the phenomena of the gay male-straight female pairing in popular culture and how it serves to reinforce heteronormativity. The gay male-straight female relationship is coded as romantic, and gay male lead characters are compared often to a flamboyant gay character who serves as the foil. The heterosexualization of gay male lead characters also reinforces the patriarchal control of women, as these gay male characters regularly have paternalistic relationships with their straight female counterparts, which is certainly true in Will and Grace, as well as access to their bodies on account of their homosexuality. Ultimately, what this means is that Will and Grace represented a very distinct and narrow definition of gay life. One certainly should not expect a television show to be everything they want in life, but that doesn't mean that Will and Grace should occupy the same space in queer history that other shows like Queer as Folk do. Will and Grace was a show with gay characters, not a gay show. It was for straight viewers, not LGBT viewers, and that's fine. It built a space for some understanding, but its cultural impact is likely overstated.